Hey, how you doing, kids? How is everything? Welcome to another numeracy class. So, today, what we actually want to do is a little recap of all what we've been doing through this week, and we'll just do a little exercise in form of examples to show you another way if you are asked to find out on your own the odd numbers or the even numbers in a particular range. You understand? So you should be able to do that by now, and that is what I'll be leading you through today. So sit back, relax, and while we start the lesson, and I'm so glad that you all have been responding well, and I want to tell you all, keep it up. You've been doing a wonderful job, good job, and I pray God continues to increase your wisdom, knowledge, and retentive memory. That is good. That's a good starting, and I believe you will have good finishing in Jesus' name. So, good. Now we'll be starting into the lesson, but before the lesson, as usual, you'll be watching this video, and after the video, we'll be going into the lesson for today proper. So thank you, sit back, relax, and remain on the edge of the seat. Good.
Was exploring an enchanted wood. A wise fox started talking, I somehow understood. She asked,
"Please, will you join me beneath this pine?"
She whispered,
"For you, even numbers I'll define. They are 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Even numbers all share one tree. You can split them down the middle. If they make pairs, you've solved the riddle. 'Cause 1 plus 1 equals 2, and 2 plus 2 makes 4, it's true. Then 3 plus 3 equals 6, and 4 plus 4 makes 8 makes 6.
Numbers big and small, today we're gonna count them all. Some are even, some are odd. Won't you join our counting squad?
we walked further into the forest when a rat squeaked,
"Please sit with me and be my guest, and I'll take the time to show you how to tell which numbers are odd."
We looked at the fox and she gave a sly nod.
The first 5 odd numbers in line are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. They are not divisible by 2, and for all odd numbers, the same is true. Between 1 and 10, there are 5 of them. Now I'll count the odd numbers again. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. They're every other number on the number line.
Numbers big and small, today we're gonna count them all. Some are even, some are odd. Won't you join our counting squad?
Then we were met by a barn owl, perched outside his birdhouse on a dowel. He said,
"Please visit with me just for a short time, and I'll discuss bigger, even, and odd numbers as I rhyme. Bigger numbers are even or odd too, and the last digit holds the clue. So what about the number 72? It's even because it ends in 2. Or what about the number 93? That number's odd because you see, the last digit's the odd number 3, which means it can't be split evenly."
Numbers big and small, today we're gonna count them all. Some are even, some are odd. Won't you join our counting squad?
we wandered further into the wilderness. An alligator appeared from the darkness.
G'day mates, I've got a special number to teach you. For you must learn about 0 before your journey's through. 0 can't be split to make a new amount, but it's still even when you count. 'Cause if 0's a number's final digit, that number can be evenly split. For instance, consider the number 10. Let's split it in half and we'll see then. It makes 2 5s and that's a pair. If it ends in 0, an even number's there. Ha ha!
Numbers big and small, today we're gonna count them all.
Ha ha!
Some are even, some are odd. Won't you join our counting squad?
Come on, join in!
Numbers big and small, today we're gonna count them all.
Yep, all of them.
Some are even, some are odd. Won't you join our counting squad?
Numbers big and small. Oh, think it's over. Too much fun.
Visit NumberRock.com for exclusive content, lesson materials, and more. Thanks for watching.
Oh, you're welcome back. You're welcome back. So, now what we'll still be doing today is still based on even and odd numbers. What we still want to do today is still based on even and odd numbers. And like I told you before, that we just want to do a little different fashion of finding out even or odd numbers in a particular range. Now, like I promised, we'll be doing a little recap of all what we've been learning since the beginning of this week. Now, if you can remember, the following are the facts we have learned in this lesson so far. So, first, number one, we learned that odd numbers are numbers that cannot be divided by 2 without leaving a remainder. Odd numbers are numbers that cannot be divided by 2 without leaving a remainder. They will always leave a remainder when you divide them by 2. Those are odd numbers. Now, we also learned that even numbers are numbers that can be divided by 2 without leaving a remainder. That is, even numbers are those kind of numbers that can be divided completely by 2. They are numbers that can be divided completely by 2. And when we also mean divided completely by 2, it means that even numbers are numbers that can be shared into 2 equal parts. While odd numbers that leaves a remainder when you divide them, each of them, by 2, they are numbers that cannot be shared into 2 equal parts. There will be a 1 left over. So these are some of the facts that we've learned. Let's also consider some of the other facts that we've learned. That we also learned that on a number chart, any kind of number chart, that is a number chart that contains numbers in ones, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till maybe 50, 100 and so on, any amount. Now, every number gotten by counting in 2s starting from 1 is an odd number. Every number gotten by counting in 2s starting from 1 is an odd number. What we mean is that starting from 1, when you add 2, you get 3. 1 is an odd number, 3 is an odd number, add 2, you get 5. It's an odd number, just like we learned before. So this is just a recap of what we have learned before, that when you start from 1 and you keep counting in 2s, every number you get on a number chart is an odd number. Then also in the same vein, every number on a number chart in ones, every number gotten by counting in 2s starting from 2 is an even number. Every number gotten by counting in 2s starting from 2 is an even number. That is, when you start from 2, you count 2, 3, 4. 4 is an even number. You count 2, that 5, 6. 6 is an even number. You count 2, 8. 8 is an even number, and so on and so forth. We have also learned that this week. Then another fact we also learned is that if the last digit of a multiple digits number is 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, if the last digit of a multiple digit number, when we say multiple digits number, we mean a number that has more than 1 digit. Such a number, if it ends with 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, then the whole number is odd. The whole number is odd. But if the last digit of a multiple digit number is 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, then the whole number is even. Then the whole number is even. So those are the facts. Those are the facts that we have learned this week. Now, today what we want to consider is finding out. We want to consider finding out even and odd numbers. Just finding them out. Like I said, from a range of numbers in ones. From a range of numbers ones. Now, finding out the even and odd numbers. Now, this is an example that we'll be looking at here now. So, the example says, first, write out all the even numbers you can find from 35 to 50. The question goes again that write out all the even numbers you can find from 35 to 50. What do we do here? Now let's start and follow me in the process. When you are being given a range to pick from, as we have it here, what you do, let's get our pen. What you do is now what we do first is list out all the numbers from 35 to 50. $35, $36, $37, $38, $39, $40, $41, $42, okay, 43, 44, 45, okay, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Good. Now, looking at this list, what we will then consider now is, let's look at the digits that end each of these. Let's look at each of these numbers and find out if they are even or odd. Now, looking at the first one, 35. 5 ends 35. Is this 35, is it an even or odd number? 5 is an odd number, so making 35 an odd number. We cancel it out. Now let's look at 36. 6 is an even number, so it makes 36 even. Let's look at 37. 7 is an odd number, so we strike out 37. 37 is an odd number. Now let's go to 38, 39. 38, 39. 38, 8 is an even number, making 38 even. 39, 9 is an odd number, so 39 is not an even number, it's an odd number. Let's look at the others. Let's look at 40. 0, we say when a number ends with 0, it is an even number, so we leave 40. Now 41, 1 is an odd number, so we strike out 41. 41 is an odd number. 2 ends 42, making 42 an even number because 2 is an even number. Let's look at 43. 43 now. 3 is an odd number, making 43 odd, so we strike it out from the list. Then 44, 4 is an even number, making 44 even. Then 45, 5 is an odd number, making 45 odd, so we strike it out from the list because we are trying to find out all the even numbers we can find from 35 to 50. Now let's look at the next one. 46. 6 is an even number, making 46 even. Then 47, 7 is an odd number, making 47 odd, so we strike it out from the list. Now 48, 8 is an even number, making 48 even. Then look at 49. Let's ask 49. 49 is an odd number, making 49 an odd number, so we strike out 49 away from the list. Then 50, 0 is, we have learned that if 0 ends a number, if 0 is the last digit of a number, it makes the number an even number, so we leave for 50. Now let's now look at the list now. Let's look at the list. Let's look at the list and get out the. So let's pick from the list now. In this list that we have here, so we can easily say that even numbers are, let's start. First one we see 36. The next one we see 38, followed by 40, followed by 42, followed by 44, then followed by 46, then followed by 48, and followed by 50. All these are the even numbers between 35, from 35 to 50. All the numbers from 35 to 50, we have all these as the even number, that is 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, and 50. Good. So let's consider the next example. Now we are considering the next example now, which is going to be the last one for today. Now it reads, write out all the odd numbers you can find from 15 to 30. Write out all the odd numbers you can find from 15 to 30. Now remember, what you first do is you list out all the numbers from 15 to 30 before you can identify the odd numbers out of them. So what do we do now? We write it out. Let's start from the first one, which is 15, then followed by 16, then 17, then 18, then 19, then 20. Okay, then the next one, after 20, 20, then the next number is 21, then 22, followed by 23, then 24, 25, then 26, 27, 28. Now then, after 28 we have 20. Oh, sorry, that is not clear. Okay, we have 29. Then we have 30, which is the last number. So what do we do now? We have this list from 15 to 30. Now what do? We start looking at each of these numbers. Now we're looking for the odd one, so we consider 15 first. In 15, 5 ends is the last digit of 15. So is 5 an odd number or an even number? 5 is an odd number, so it makes 15 odd, so we leave it in the list. 16, 6 is an even number, making 16 even, so it's not in the list of what we're looking for. So we 17 now. 7 which is the last digit of 17, is an odd number, making 17 an odd number. So we leave it in the list. It's part of what we're looking for. Then we look at the next number, 18. 8 is the last digit of 18. Is 8 an even or odd number? 8 is an even number. 8 is an even number, so making 18 even. So it's not part of what we're looking for in this question. We're looking for the odd numbers alone. Now we go to 19. 9 is the last digit of 19. 9 is an odd number, making 19 an odd number, so we can leave it in the list. 20, 0, we say whenever a number ends or ends with 0, or when 0 is the last digit of the number, it makes the number even, so we strike it out of the list. It's not part of what we're looking for. So we look at 21. 1 is the last digit of 21. 1 is an odd number. 1 is an odd number, making 21 an odd number. We leave it in the list. Then 22, 2 is an even number, making 22 even. 2 being the last digit of 22. Now 3 in 23. 3 is the last digit of 23. 3 is an odd number, making 23 odd. 3, the last digit of 23, is an odd number, making 23 odd. So let's look at 24. 4 is the last digit of 24, and 4 is an even number, making 24 even. We look at 25. 5 is the last digit of 25. 5 is an odd number, making 25 an odd number. So let's look at 26. 6 is the last digit of 26. 6 is an even number, making 26 an even number, so we strike it out. Then 27. 7 is the last digit of 27, and 27 is an odd number, making 27 an odd number, so we leave it in the list. Then 28. 8 is the last digit of 28, and 8 is an even number, making 28 even, so we strike it out of the list. Then the next one is 29. 9 is the last digit of 29, and 9 is an odd number, making 29 odd, so we leave it in the list. Then 30. 0 ends 30, and 0 is the last digit of 30, and we said whenever a number has its last digit as 0, it makes the number an even number. So we're not looking for even number in this question, we're looking for odd, so we strike out 30. So the next thing we do now is to write out the odd numbers that we have found. Odd numbers. Odd numbers are, so let's look at the list. We have 15. All the odd numbers from 15 to 30, we have 15, we have 17, we have 19, we have 21, we have 23, next we have 25, next we have 27. Oh, okay, let's go to the next line. Next we have 27. Next we have 29. So these are the odd numbers from 15 to 30. These are the odd numbers. So I believe you'll be able to learn how to find out odd numbers within a range, and there will be more assessment questions that will be given to you after this period. So very good. Thank you for being with me all this while, and thank you for responding well. So I believe you'll be keeping up the good work, and we'll be moving along very tight and stronger every day. So take good care of yourself, have a nice time, and endeavor to answer the questions of the assessment that will be given to you. Thank you. Have a nice time. Bye.